Sawadi crop, sawadi crop, sawadi crop. What's up, boss fam? It's your boy Dun Beezy. If you didn't know, I've been skating for the last 21 years.
21.
And I've been professionally skating for the last 5 years. Today I want to talk to you about the most important trick that every single beginner needs to learn today. In fact, if you start doing what I'm going to talk about in this video for 10 to 15 minutes of every single skate practice, it will change your skate immediately. I want you to skate in a wave, I want you to skate in a circle, and I want you to skate in an 8. Wait. Don't sign out the video. Don't click out the video. Don't click out the video. I know what you just said, bro. You saying skating these patterns, that don't rhyme with crazy legs, sexy walk. That don't rhyme with anything that's gonna get me buzzing on Instagram. Hear me out. Hear me out. Your skates are divided into 4s. You have the wheels on the inside of your foot, you have the wheels on the outside of your foot. The wheels on the inside of your foot are your inside edges, and the wheels on the outside of your foot make up your outside edges. When you're on rollerblades, it's a little bit different because you only have that single line. So, in order to skate better and in order to skate more effectively, you need to build up your ability to balance on the inside and the outside of your foot. Skating in patterns gives you a way to consistently, quickly, and effectively practice balancing on the inside and the outside of your foot. Let's think about it. If you skate in a wave, outside, you gotta bounce on the inside, you gotta bounce on the outside, and you gotta bounce on the inside. Let's think about a circle. When you're skating in a circle, you're balancing a lot and you're pressing a lot on the inside of your edge. Okay, and when you're skating in an 8, it really combines every single part of that because you need to balance on the inside and the outside edges of your skates at different parts of the 8. And the reason why we do it in both directions is to make sure that we're handling the muscle imbalances in our legs, because a lot of y'all are at the house like,
bro, Dun Beezy, I can transition really well on one side, I can't do it well on the other side.
it's because you don't practice both sides. You need to be practicing everything on both sides. And this is why I think this is more important than any trick that you're gonna learn. Well, I know what you're saying.
But hey, yo, bro, Dun Beezy, come on, son. Bruh, always got me doing all this stuff, dog. What's good with it, fam?
I know you probably don't talk like that. You probably said something along the lines of, hey man, I would love to do that, but I have so much stuff that I'm working on. I have all these moves that I want to learn, and my skate practice is so limited, man. Sometimes I only have about 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and it's hard to really pack everything in. Do I really have time to continuously skate all these patterns and really drill this stuff? Wait. I don't want you to add time to your practice. I want you to spend your time practicing different. Because to be very honest, man, I'm watching a lot of people skate. I'm watching a lot of the skate instruction, and I can really see from the way that people are skating and talking about their skating, they're actually not gonna be progressing very, very fast, because the way that they're practicing and their mindset that they're taking to practice isn't the mindset of a person that progresses. People that progress fast and people that really, really understand moves and get to a higher level, something that they understand is there has to be time made every single day to build up the basic building blocks that underpin the entire art. And the entire art of skating is built on these edges in these patterns. How about you do this? You take 2 to 10 minutes at the beginning of your practice to skate in these patterns. You skate each of them about 30 seconds, 45 seconds. If you're still learning them, that's when you're gonna be taking more than 30 or 45 seconds to practice them. Because honestly, I still do these at the beginning of my practice, and that's how I skate at such a high level. Practicing these moves every single day is going to help you avoid one of the biggest pitfalls in the TikTok skater unlock trick culture. It warps people's goals. Instead of trying to get better at skating, which would help people get those tricks, people want to unlock this trick, and then they want to unlock that trick, and then they want to unlock that trick, and then they want to unlock that trick. And that will work for a while. You can muscle your way without really working on the basics to a certain point, but eventually you plateau. It's something else that happens. Everything that you unlock is probably going to be very, very awkward because you didn't build the strength to actually do the move. The more intelligent and the more effective way to do it is, yes, practice the moves, but before you practice any moves, you work on building the building blocks of the strength that it takes to do the moves. That's why you practice your edges 2 to 10 minutes a day. So when you want to skate backwards, okay, you bubble on your outside edge and then you control it with your inside edge. If you're not working on your outside and your inside edges, that's something that you can do. You can't crazy leg. If you want to flow up and down the street, you can't do that effectively without strong edges. If you want to play derby and you really want to do some cuts, or if you really trying to get around somebody or do any of the advanced derby maneuvers, you can't do those without strong outside and inside edges. You can't transition well without outside and inside edges. But what people will try to do is they'll try to jump straight to the move. Stop, slow down, work on the basics, and then work on the moves. The first step is to choose an area. If the shapes aren't drawn on the floor, this can be very difficult. It's easier to see a shape if you draw it in a box. When I was in the rink, I imagined the box, but I'm out in the parking lot today and there is a literal box. So choose an area that you want to skate in order to make the shapes. Today I'm going to use the cones to skate around, but you can really use anything you want. There are 2 levels to skating the turns. I know a lot of beginner skaters are going to be eking around turns like this. This is the first level, but your goal is to really to get more fluidity and come up to something that looks more like a crossover. I don't always cross over directly. Sometimes I might do some bubbles or other push work, but I like to keep it smooth. The goal of these drills are to be able to skate these patterns in a smooth way. First shape, wave, 4 cones. I come out, I put my cones down. Cone number 1, cone number 2, cone number 3, and cone number 4. Now, wait, is that 5? Man, get out of here. To make sure I'm doing a wave, I skate a zigzag pattern through the cones and skate on the outside of the cone in order to make the curve. When you get comfortable, you should be able to skate through the cones very comfortably. This is actually how I skate in the skating rink. If you're still new, it's okay. If you're walking through and pushing through the cones and you look a little like this is a sign that you should be practicing your crossover and skating this pattern more often. You can also practice your transitions and footwork in this pattern. In fact, when I'm in the skating rink, this is how I skate up and down the lanes. I don't skate in a straight line. Pattern 2, circle. First, I take 1 cone and I put it in the middle, and then I just skate around it. This one's a little bit easier. If you look like this in the beginning, it's okay. Our goal is to kind of get a nice smooth crossover motion in our circles. Also, remember, with your circle, you gotta do it both ways. You gotta be practicing that crossover in both directions. Pattern number 3, V8. I'm gonna take my 2 cones and put one on the bottom side of my square, and I'm gonna put the other cone on the top side of my square. I like to imagine a point in the middle too. So I'm gonna skate down past the first one and I'm gonna go around through the right. Then I'm gonna skate through my point in the middle and I'm gonna skate over the second cone to the left. Then I'm gonna come back down to the middle and I'm gonna skate through the bottom cone through the right. This is one of the most difficult ones, so if you're struggling at the beginning, it's okay. As long as you can imagine the shape of the 8, everything is fine. Boss tip: in order to make sure you're skating an 8, you need to be skating over one object to the left and to pass the second one to the right. If you go through the middle and then you make a turn in the same direction as your first turn, then you know you are messing your 8 up and you should start over. Always remember to practice in both directions. So everything that you just did, you need to do it on the opposite side. Don't be alarmed if it is more difficult on the other side. It is extremely natural to struggle with this. If you like the video and you like the tutorial, please like it, please subscribe, and comment anything down below that you want me to cover. One of my homies messaged me and they asked me to do this video, so I did it for them. These days, I'm going to be putting out a lot of tutorials. I put out a YouTube video every single day, unless I get sick or something. But till next time, lock on, boss fam.